So hello, it's JagdPanthers here, and thank you once again for joining me. Today I bring you a pair of JagdPanthers. It's myself and my teammate Wotlankor. I'm in one JagdPanther, he's in the other. For the ease of watching, because I'm using both our replay clips, you'll notice in the bottom left hand corner next to the armor piercing ammo, just to the left of that you see BPD, which is myself, and when I'm showing you video from Wotlankor's replay it'll say Wotlankor, so hopefully you should be able to keep up. There you go, so it's switched to Wotlankor now, so hopefully you can tell the differences. Okay, so this was a game where we both played reasonably high up tier tanks. There's no artillery, and we decided that rather than just sit at the back and snipe in true TD fashion, we'd go up to this slight dip in the road here, which is always very good if you're playing a tank with nice sloped armour. So as soon as we pull up, we see a KV-5, which is basically their top tank of the other team. He seems to have stopped right out in the middle, so I aim a shot at his cupola, which is what Wotlankor's doing as well. Unfortunately he misses his first shot, so waiting for the reload, because the cupola is also a weak part of the tank's turret, generally speaking, that is. But with the KV-5 you can hit him there. Sometimes it bounces, but most of the time it goes through. So we're staying with Wotlankor now. There's quite a lot going off in the middle here. KV-5 has moved back slightly, but he's going to take another shot, which bounces, sadly. I mean, we both love the JagdPanther. The JagdPanther is a really nice tank destroyer. 105mm gun is awesome. It's got about 200 penetration on it, which is absolutely fantastic for a tier 7 vehicle. There you go, so got a really good hit there. It hasn't got much armour, 80mm front arm, but it is sloped. But really, the nice thing about the JagdPanther is the fact that you can relocate really quickly. It's got a very nice acceleration, turn of speed on it. So there we go, the KV-5 is almost going down now. He gets finished off. So, but with Wotlankor, he takes a shot at a distant KV-2. Now at this point, I don't realise that the KV-2 is armed with a HE derp gun, as it's known. I'll find out to my cost in a couple of minutes. This is not a bad spot here in the middle. You can get some nice shots straight along the road, which is running left to right on the screen in front of you, which, as you can see, Wotlankor now spots an opportunity to take a pop at an IS there, which is harassing a Sherman in the distance. 433 metres, so it's quite some distance, but he managed to get a really solid hit. He's going to take another one. But when he does that, he gets hit by a Panzer IV, which I've spotted. I've called it out on TS. I'm going to hit him. Panzer IV gets taken down. There's a JagdPanther there as well, so we're going to try and take him as a priority. Got quite nasty guns and can be a little bit hard to penetrate due to the angle of the armour. But he goes down quite quickly. Tank destroyers tend to get prioritised as targets, as they generally have quite a fast rate of fire. So there's a Panzer IV in the distance, take a shot at. To my left, Wotlankor is taking pot shots. And there we go, so I'm going to take a shot at the Panzer IV. Now, you'll notice there that I actually missed, and Wotlankor took the credit for that, those hit points being taken off. So we're back with Wotlankor now. He's going to try and hit the 3.6, which he does. Back with me, and I finish off the Panzer IV down that road. So as you can see, it's a really nice spot for commanding the battlefield. Of course, there's no artillery. If there was artillery on this game, it would have been very different. I wouldn't have been, or we wouldn't have been, so far up. We decide after about 30 seconds now that they aren't poking their heads out anymore, so we're going to push up and try and play a little bit aggressively. The game's looking quite good, 7-3 to us. We control the city, pretty much the countryside part of the flank as well. So we're going to push up now. I peek my nose round, so I've taken damage. See a KV-2 and a 3.6. So I take a pop at 3.6. Good hit. Meanwhile, Wotlankor, this is his view now. He takes another shot. Good hit on the 3.6. He hits him back at the same time as I do. This is not strictly in chronological order. There is some overlapping of video clips here, but on the whole, I've tried to keep it as chronological as possible. So, as Wotlankor waits for the KV-2 to push out, I decide to rush past him. I'm not sure this was my smartest move. And you can see I take a big hit. Boom. And we'll watch that again. So I take a solid hit from HE. And he sneaks back in to reload. What I should have really done here was go round and hit him while he was reloading, but I don't honestly know why I didn't. Probably a little bit spooked. I didn't really want to get flanked either by the French tank. I didn't realise that he was just going to sit there. So Wotlankor finishes off the French tank. There's a 3-6 off to the left, which he hit earlier. He lands a solid hit on me. Wotlankor goes around to finish him off. But he takes a side swipe from a JagdPanther there in the distance. While he's doing that, I back off round the corners to try and put a final shot into the KV-2, but he gets killed by a Wolverine. So I'm only on 37 hit points now. There's not much left of me. So we split up. I go to the right to deal with the JagdPanther. Wotlankor stays pretty much where he was. Manages to track him. And he moves in. So the TD now can't traverse at all. So he'll take another shot of his other track. And while he does that, you'll see it from my point of view now as I come around the corner. He bounces a shot, unfortunately. And I finish it. I was very lucky, I have to say, with only 37 hit points. By rights I should have died, but I think he probably aimed a little bit too high, so his shot was deflected. So now we move in, they've got Ferdinand, an ARL, and a VK36 left. Sorry, 3001, my apologies. So while I go and wait, Wotlankor tells me on TS just to hold on. He's going to go around and see what he can spot. I've only got, said, very few hit points left, so a light breeze would probably blow me up. So you see the 3001, bounces off Wotlankor, gets a good hit. So using the wall as cover, he goes for the ARL, which is a logical next target. They're powerful guns, the ARLs, but this guy, don't think he fires at all. Yeah, he doesn't fire at all. I gets destroyed, so I don't know what was wrong there. Maybe his gun was knocked out. 3001 is still there, as is. We don't know where the Ferdinand is. So he moves across, and I'm covering him basically. We see the 3001, which I take a shot at. This is back now with me. You can see left to right there, Wotlankor moving across, and there's now a Ferdinand. So he has to keep moving and pray. In the meantime, I'm going to try and track the Ferdinand, which I failed to do, but I do some damage. So this is a few seconds back now from Wotlankor's point of view. You'll see my shot go in. So he's trying to get his cover now, using whatever cover he can find. So my shot goes in, you can see the Ferdinand lose some hit points. But that's not his priority. So he's aiming for his tracks as well. And bounces, sadly. The Ferdy gets a hit. Ferdinand gets a glancing blow on Wotlankor. There we go. But it doesn't stop him in his tracks, so he's going to try and get around the side now to finish off the Ferdinand. Gets his tracks repaired, but that doesn't save him, hit him low in the map. So, all in all, a really good game. Enjoyed it, playing aggressive TDs. I hope you enjoyed that too. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.